Wayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. Got a 1960-ish Smith Corona electric Hornet here today, and I sold this machine here about a month ago to a lady who wanted to buy a manual typewriter, but she realized how hard the keys were to push. Not that they're that hard, but she had trouble pushing them. I showed her the electric model of the same thing, and she bought it. She was all for it. So it was perfect for her. She used it, and then all of a sudden it quit working. She says she moved this past the margin like this, and it quit working. And wants it fixed. So I says, okay, I'll fix it. She brought it back in, and it was not what I thought it was going to be at all. It wouldn't come on. This has a switch right here, on off right there. It wouldn't respond at all. So I opened it up. I actually took it apart while she was waiting here, while she was watching me, in fact, and to see if I could fix it, and I couldn't. Turned out to be, I've got this all apart still. So, I got the keyboard off, I got the bottom piece off. What I did, I'm messing with the switch here, it wouldn't come on, so I flipped it back. I'm pretty sure it was going to be the motor locked up for some reason, maybe a belt over here off, or the motor not turning. But I got in here, and the motor's perfectly free. You can see the fan moving, just spinning around. Belts are good. No power. How strange. Okay, maybe the cord's bad. Nope. Cord is still good. So I actually ran the meter in here and tried it. Sure, I got power. Okay, well, there's not much else to this besides the on-off switch itself over here. There's a switch on the bottom of this, where this makes contact. In fact, it's right here. I already have it unscrewed, and it mounts just like this, and it touches that little button right there. Well, I tell you, I've been doing this a long time. I've seen a lot of these machines. I can't tell you I've ever seen one of these fail, but that's what's failed. This switch, this plunger is frozen. You think it would be on, but it's not. It won't come on. But if you just short these out, it comes right on. So now you got to find this switch. It's kind of special. Mounts kind of special. There's a lot of micro switches, but they got to be in. The button has to be in the right position, and you have to be able to mount it. So I found a couple of parts machines, and they had a micro switch assembly, but they mounted to the side of the frame this direction, and the holes in the switch were this direction instead of this direction. So I couldn't modify it. But I looked and looked, and I went to my off-site storage, and I found another machine here that's even older. It's one of these versions that has the on-off switch up here on the top. This machine is a parts machine, and but I got to looking at the switch here. It's up here on the top. It's not here on the side because the switch is in a different position. But that looked like the same switch. So I took it apart. We'll take it apart. I think this is going to be our guy. So this comes off with just a couple screws. And then this is a little cap here. And by God, there's the switch. Everything is in the right place. It just mounts differently on the other machine. So I'm going to swing this thing out of here like this, and I'm going to replace that switch with this one. But I did decide not to solder this on here because, number one, these are pretty heavy duty soldered contact points, and I don't want to heat this up and possibly damage the switch with the heat. So I'm just going to splice it in with some wire nuts. So I'm just going to cut the cord here. Let me get some cutters here. So we're just going to cut this cord right by here. Make sure it's not plugged in, by the way. Okay, so now we got the switch out. I can move this machine out of the way. use it for some parts later. But when I sell these machines, I honor them with the original warranty. So this gets filled out what kind of machine it is, who I am, how much it sold for, and any extras. But on the back here is a guarantee. Smith Corona guarantee, but I honor the same thing. I just went ahead and put my name in here, GC Business Machines, down here, and 5 year on parts, 90 days on labor. So we're going to honor that today on this machine. No problems. These Smith Coronas are pretty bulletproof anyhow, so what we're going to do is splice this one in. So let's see. Let me double check this thing is just right. Yes. Looks like a match. So make sure this is unplugged, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut this cord right about here. So we have a little extra room to maneuver this. Like that. I'm going to strip these wires and splice in, or just wire nut the two wires together. This should only take a few minutes, and get this thing up and running again. So we can take this and just strip it the old-fashioned way with a razor blade here. Get this thing off there. Strip this one out a little bit. Get this out of here. Do the same thing to this one. Get some more room there. And we'll just strip this wire back a little bit. That. Out of there. There we go. One more to go. And that should solve this problem. I don't know if I've seen this switch ever fail on this machine. But, you know, after 40 years, I guess anything can happen. Okay, I gotta remember which switch is good. This one's good. Got a little click to it. This one is just dead. Won't respond. I tried to pull that out and get it to work, but it's just bad. It's very, very strange. But that is exactly what warranties are for. And you know, it kind of unusual. So I haven't had an actual warranty repair in, I mean, the longest time. I got hundreds of machines. Maybe this is the first one in a year I've had actually come in for come back in for a warranty job. Had other issues like the customer putting the ribbon on wrong and bringing it back in, stuff like that, but nothing like this, an actual warranty job. So it doesn't matter which one of these goes on. There's no polarity here, so I'm just going to screw these two together with a wire nut here. And this should work out just fine. Nice and tight. Of course, these are the good wire nuts that have a steel core, not just plastic. They actually have a steel core to them. Okay, so now we're just going to have to make some room for those right there, but that won't be a problem. Let me flip this on this back. I think I can get better access to this switch up here. Right here. So we're just going to remount this. It goes like that. It has a little cover on it. So that goes like that. And the cover goes like that. And then we got some screws to put in there. These look like they're both the same length screws from either machine. So let me get this cover in the proper position. Let's see if we can get this started. Get this guy back in order again. Get these started, and the other one will follow. Okay, so that's in place. Switch has this one had a sharper. Okay, I think this is just fitting here like that there. Get this mounted screw up and through here. I think we're going to be able to power this on just momentarily. And it's going to work. That's pretty unusual repair. Just don't see very often. Okay, that started. There we go, tight. And tight. Let's try it. Sounds good. Power this bug up. Pour it out of here. Go. Okay, we should have power. And we do. There we go. Warranty repair. Done. Alright, I'm just going to turn this off and reroute these wires under here. And put these somewhere safe. Just like that. I got some wire tie ready here so I can secure this. So I don't have it flopping around where it shouldn't be. And yeah, we'll just call this good. So that is one advantage to buy a machine from a shop that has a warranty, because you never know what's going to happen. And this one is totally unpredictable. I mean, I never thought that this would have done this. Just a strange deal here. Yeah, I think we're good here. Okay. I think well, I'll put the case back on and make sure it's not interfering with anything before I button it up, but alright, that's our warranty repair on a nice little electric cornet. This lady's going to be happy. that she's got her nice working typewriter back. This was a nice typewriter. It came out really good. Cleaned up, reconditioned perfect. And just too bad the switch failed. Alright. Unique switch, isn't it? Alright, Phoenix Typewriter. Good day.